I had my studio camera off of the tripod and out in the wild for the first time in forever, and man, it took me forever to get it set back up and get, it just still, it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't look right. Something's, I don't know, something's not right, and I can't figure it out. So a few days ago, I got a little care package from my friends at SmallRig. You can see my, can you see it? It's up there somewhere. My big SmallRig smartphone video rig cage that I did a review on a while ago. And they reached out and asked me if I wanted more stuff. And I said, yeah, I'd like stuff, so please send me stuff. And they've sent me 3 things, and I'm just gonna quickly run through these 3 things and why they're awesome. 2 of them are actually in use during this video, and one of them I'm going to switch to about halfway through. The first one is this right here. This is a video light from SmallRig. It's actually a Simor Vibe P96L RGB video light. This thing is awesome. It's about the size of an old iPhone, so if you had like an iPhone 4, this is almost identical in size and shape to that particular phone. It's providing just a little bit of a key light off this side of my face, just off screen, and it's on this little SmallRig tripod, which is very reminiscent of some other brands of small tripods, but this one is all metal. The ball head on it is outstanding. It's got ribs all along the ball, so when you move it around, it locks in very securely. It is absolutely fantastic. The quality is very good. It's got a nice rubber inlay on all the legs here for gripping if you want to use it as a vlogging tripod. I like using these little tripods around the studio to set up key lights on, or to set up a second camera on, or something like that. And then as for the light, this thing's fantastic. It's a full RGB light, fully rechargeable. It's got this awesome little display on the back here. You know what? I'll take some B-roll of this light so that you can see all the cool stuff that it has, but it's fully dimmable, just with a dial on the side here. We're gonna take it right down to 1%. There we go, and then you can dim it all the way back up. You can change the color temperature. We'll make it nice and warm. That's 2500K, that's the lowest. We can take it right up to 8000K, which is the coolest tone. I have it set for about 4700 when I have it set as a key light, just like I've mentioned before, to give my pale Pacific Northwest face a little bit of color so it doesn't look like I'm dead. It's got a built-in rechargeable lithium-ion battery, USB-C charging. It's got a power indicator on the back. The interface on this thing is fantastic. It's got an on-off switch. It's got a mode button so you can switch to RGB mode. You can adjust the color accordingly, and also the saturation. So if you want it to be a paler shade of whatever it is you're doing, you can do that. And then it's also got, sorry if you guys have, I should put a warning up that there's flashing lights, but if you guys want to pull somebody over in your car and pretend you're a cop, this is your light. Don't do that. Completely illegal. Do not do that. But this thing's got a bunch of modes for effects lighting. You can set it up as fireworks, candles. You can set it up so it looks like, say you're shooting a music video or a TV show or a horror film or something, and you want to have somebody that is looking at a television, that looks like they're watching a television. You set this thing up in front of them, and it simulates that flicker and glow of what a television would look like if it was lighting up someone's face. Super cool mode. This little light is absolutely fantastic. I'll put links to all this stuff down below, along with prices and where you can get them from. Either, if you're here in Canada, I'll put a couple places, and I'll also put a link to SmallRig's website. Now, the third thing SmallRig sent me is their Forvala L20 lav mic. Now, this is a wired lav mic, which You know, wireless is great, but if you're in a setting like this, wired is just reliable. You don't have to worry about the signal breaking down or anything interfering with it. This is actually a powered lav mic, whereas most of them are just plug and play. It is very long. The cord on it, it's got to be about 20 feet. I actually haven't looked. I don't know, I'll put down below here how long it is. It comes with a couple of wind muffs that you can put on this thing, and the actual little module has a leather inlay in it, which is very premium. It's got an on-off switch on the side here, a little green LED that tells you when it's on. You've also got another switch for plus 10 dB, and it has a switch on the side here to switch between smart mode and camera mode. So it's got a TRRS plug on the end, which is a tip ring sleeve, which is what you need for plugging into a smartphone with a 3.5mm jack. Cameras only use TRS, so tip ring sleeve, and this basically, when you flick that switch, eliminates one of the middle rings or joins them together. I don't know exactly what it does, but it makes it so it works properly plugging into a camera, which I'm going to do right now. I'm going to unplug my external mic. I'm going to plug this thing in. I'm going to wire myself up, and we're going to finish this video off using this Forvala L20 lav mic. Okay, so this is me hooked up to this SmallRig lav mic. Very fully featured, very premium. The build on the little module with the leather inlay and the aluminum body, very premium. It recharges via USB-C as well. Not sure what the battery runtime is, but I don't think a lav mic is using a ton of battery, and you should get some good use out of it. Now this is great for presentations, it's good for video conferencing, it's good for sit-down interviews like this. It's just a nice, well-built, simple mic that doesn't cost a lot of money, but it's very premium. I'm gonna put the prices for all these things down below. Shout out to my friends at SmallRig for sending me this stuff. They just have great stuff. I love SmallRig, and they're not a sponsor of the channel by any means. They don't pay me to say this stuff. They do send me this stuff, which is great, because the amount of SmallRig stuff that I've bought with my own money up until this, I feel like I would probably own quite a bit of this stuff regardless, whether they were sending it to me or not. So yeah, I've got a few things coming up. I actually took a trip with my daughter to Victoria and took a bunch of photos and video there. I'm going to be putting together a little video about that. This little pile of stuff up here, this is sort of the waiting to be reviewed pile. I've got another microphone up there, I've got another light up there, I've got a smartphone up there, and I've also got this. I'm not going to tell you what this is yet, but it's pretty cool. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I continue to be blown away by the quality of stuff that has been coming out over the last year or two, how affordable it's getting, how good the quality is getting, and how versatile all this stuff is for anything that you want to create. The possibilities are endless. It's such a great time to be a creator. Just, yeah, it's fantastic. From the way things were when I started with lighting and audio and everything to where we are now, it is just mind-blowing how far we've come in just a few short years. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you in a future video where I'm looking at this stuff or that light over there. Bye.